Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we're going to get into the first of the quarterly readings. So this is going to be for April, May, and June. So the second quarter of the year. I didn't bother doing one for the first quarter because I had just put out in January the overall 2020 outlook. So now we're going to check in with you guys and see what April, May, and June, that period of time for 2020 looks like for you. And this is going to be for Aries. This is a general outlook for that period. And of course, this is not going to resonate with everybody. But it's just to see, you know, what the next 3 months are going to be like, what you may or may not be dealing with, what the focus of your attention may be. Now, this could turn into a love outlook. It could turn into a career outlook, a life outlook, whatever the case is. We're going to do a full Celtic spread for you and see what April, May, and June of 2020 looks like for Aries. Now, I've already done most of my shuffling off camera, and we're going to get right into it, guys. Cut your deck and see. Of course, I'm going to do clarifying cards at the end also. I'm trying not to keep this video too long. All right, guys, so let's get right into it. Aries, we have Wheel of Fortune, covered by the Queen of Wands. You have the World and the Queen of Cups. Let's move this over a little bit. I already know I'm going to need more room. We have Lovers coming into this period. And Five of Wands. Seven of Swords and Knight of Swords. We have the Nine of Pentacles. And to round off this period, we have the Hermit. All right. Let's look at the bottom of the deck for you. We have the Hierophant for you, Aries. So interesting read right away with that Wheel of Fortune at the center. It's always a good thing to have a major arcana card like that at the center of your read when we're doing a long-term read. All right, so I'm going to come back to that Hierophant. In fact, I will put the Hierophant over here so we can see that better. All right, so. All right, Aries. Interesting reading. Right away, you're rounding off with the Hermit as the ultimate sort of takeaway from this 3-month period for Aries. Let me just take this in. Wow. Okay, we have Lovers and some strife. Let's get right into your center cards, and we're going to go from there and see how this reading unfolds. Right at the center, Aries, we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Wands. Right away, this tells me at the center, your main energy for this 3-month period is a period of good luck and good fortune coming in for you. Wheel of Fortune not only indicates that the wheel is turning in your favor, but it indicates that in general, this is a period of all kinds of opportunities coming your way, right? Opportunities in all areas of your life. This could be career, life choices, love choices, whatever the case may be. This is a period of good fortune for you more than anything, right? And it's covered by the Queen of Wands. Now, the Queen of Wands is someone who is extremely strong, right? She is the one we want to show up when we are going through life's changes, life's up and downs, through difficult times most of the time, right? The Queen of Wands is the one who really learns from any given situation. She's extremely strong. She's extremely wise. She has already gone through several times or several periods of, I want to say, we call it almost baptism by fire, right? She's gone through several periods already of reinventing herself, right? And learning something about herself and having gone through very difficult periods and coming out the other end smarter, more experienced, wiser, and more sort of radiant at the end of the day, right? And so it's interesting. This is a really strong period for you, okay, Aries? For some of you, this is going to be an excellent period. It will certainly be a period where you are coming into your own, where the experiences that you're having are going to only create an even better, stronger version of yourself, right? A better, stronger version of who you are and what your passion is, right? Beautiful, beautiful, really. It's a beautiful energy, I'm going to say, for a 3-month period, Aries, and certainly indicates that this is going to be a period of growth, right? It's certainly a period of growth, because certainly one of the main things with the Queen of Wands is growth, right? Growth of creativity, growth of passion, growth with regard to her emotional stability, right? She has the sunflower there, which is also symbolic of new avenues in our lives that we grow, that we sort of progress in. It's very, very nice. It's a very positive outlook for this 3-month period, and very exciting with this Wheel of Fortune turning, meaning that there's going to be opportunities coming to you this month, this period. I'm going to stay with this period, that are absolutely unexpected, right? And of course, we would say that you really have to sort of keep your eyes open right now. Keep your eyes open for those opportunities coming your way, Aries. And because over this next 3-month period, these are going to be some of the best opportunities coming your way to achieve the things that you want to achieve. Now, you have in your conscious position the World card. And so it's going to, again, feel on the surface of things very much like everything is playing out for you. Everything is playing out for you in a divine way. The world talks about oftentimes fate having its eyes on you. All of the elements working in concert towards your destiny, right? That's what the World card is all about. Feeling like you are sort of on top of the world, but not so much that you are on top of the world like everything is positive, but feeling very much like everything is unfolding the way it should, right? And again, having the World card in your conscious position, meaning this is the position for your focus. This is what you're going to be seeing on a day-to-day basis, right? In front of your eyes, your immediate experience. It's going to feel very much like everything just working out, like very happy coincidences, things like that, and certainly with the Wheel of Fortune, this next period for some of you, Aries, is going to feel like it was meant to be. There are going to be things happening for you that feel like they were meant to be. It's going to certainly make you feel like you are at exactly the right place at the right time for your destiny, right? For your future. It's very, very, very positive. In the back of your mind, you have the Queen of Cups, which is all about exchanging a cup of love, being open with your emotions. Queen of Cups is as above, so below. She is watery aspect of water. All queens are water. And so here we have in the back of your mind, in your subconscious area, or like I say, that little voice in the back of your mind, it's going to be all about you really getting to express your feelings on a deep level, right? Having situations where you can really be nurturing, where you can be really sort of sensitive, and you are open also to receiving a lot of emotional attention, right? Emotional communication, right? Certainly in the back of your mind, one of the things that's going to be pushing you forward is to have these sort of very open sort of connections with people, right? The type of connections with people where you don't have to hide your feelings. You don't have to worry about what your feelings are. You can give rise to your feelings. Of course, you know what they are. Queen of Cups is absolutely sort of wears her heart on her sleeve. And this is going to work very nicely into this period for you, Aries, because it's things coming your way are not going to be sort of working against that, right? Sometimes when we express who we are, right? When we express our deeper emotions and our deeper feelings, a lot of times there can be obstacles that suddenly come up, or, events or individuals that we come up against to sort of may make us feel like we should be showing less of our heart, right? Or we should be sharing less of our heart because suddenly we feel vulnerable, right? Or suddenly we feel maybe even attacked at times or unappreciated. This is not going to be the case. There won't be any feeling of vulnerability over this next period for someone who's resonating with this, because everything is working out for you the way it should. And so when you're expressing yourself to people and when you're sharing your feelings with people, it's only going to work as a positive. It's only going to work to strengthen relationships and to strengthen your future. It's very, very nice to have two strong queens like that in this period. And certainly, like I said, with the world and Wheel of Fortune working in tandem like this, and this is how you're going to be seeing your life right now, it's going to feel like a very, very strong, prosperous, and growing time for you. Now you have a Lovers coming in, and this is interesting. For some of you, you're going to come into this period with a love connection. It's very strong. With a lover connection, it's very sort of harmonious, and that's working towards harmony. Lovers is the card for Gemini, as an aside. But one thing about the Lovers card is that, you know, it's not really so much about everything being perfect, right, in a relationship. It is about realizing the ebb and flow in a relationship, the give and take in a relationship. It is really, in a nutshell, everything that we see as part of a relationship. So times when you will need to help your partner will need to help you, right? Understanding weaknesses in each other and strengths in each other and how they work together, sort of, you know, as pieces of a whole. And it's really sort of the ups and downs that we go through that make us stronger and that ultimately work towards a harmonious relationship. And a harmonious relationship isn't one that is perfect all the time. Harmony is in a relationship means that when things aren't perfect or when things are difficult, you're still able to work together to overcome them. That's the true harmony. And so for some of you coming into this period, your focus coming into the period will be perhaps on a love connection. There will be some power dynamic coming up for some of you, which is a Five of Wands that indicates power struggle and competition, right? So for some of you, this love dynamic coming into this period, at some point it may be that there is someone else coming into your life that may be sort of seeking to... how shall I say? Because Five of Wands is a competitive power struggle, right? Where people are sort of beating each other up and, you know, really arguing and bickering back and forth. And when I say beating each other up, I don't mean physically, but I mean, you know, emotionally and you know, mentally, verbally, sort of at each other's throats to see who is the best. And so there could be, for some of you, a period, a time towards the end of this period, I'm going to say, where there may be some interference or there may be some people coming into your life who are kind of competing either with you for your partner's affections or competing with your partner for your affections, right? There's going to be some power dynamics, some power struggle coming in that's going to be quite difficult, right? That's going to feel like you're in a battle, right? And you're in a battle to sort of assert your dominance or to assert the fact that you are the best one for the job. Now, this could be in relation to love, or this could just be a general competitiveness that you are going through in some area of your life, because this is a 3-month reading. We're just looking at a general outlook here, right? And I will do clarifiers later on to see what this may or may not involve. Now, coming into the period, it's interesting. Coming into the period, you have an attitude of Seven of Swords, and what meets you is the Knight of Swords. Now, Seven of Swords is the card for futility, and some of you, Aries, are coming into this April, May, June period feeling as though that up until now, nothing really seems to have been working for you. Everything seems to have been a really futile effort in achieving what you want to achieve. This is, of course, going to change with that Wheel of Fortune, right? But coming into it, you will have, some of you may definitely be feeling this way. It could be that you've had quite some time of trying to achieve a particular goal and nothing has been working. But the energy that meets you during this period is excellent for this. It is a Knight of Swords energy, which is all about coming up with the right solutions, with the right plans. So mentally, and as far as communication is concerned, which is what Swords is all about, this is going to be a period where you are going to get a step up from where you have been up until now, right? So things may not have been working out for you in terms of some of your plans and some of your strategy. Maybe the beginning part of the year was very difficult. Maybe the beginning part of the year you had been trying to achieve something, maybe either with your career or any area in your life, really. When we talk about communication and coming up with the right strategy and plans, things just weren't working out the way you had hoped, but this is all going to very much change. And I'm going to say that this is going to be down to either someone coming in who's going to really affect the way you attack some of these issues, right? This Knight of Swords can certainly be another personality or individual that you're going to come across during this period, whether they're new or an old person, meaning like somebody you meet new or somebody you've known for a while. But in any case, it is an energy of really sort of having much more enthusiasm, right? A lot more enthusiasm, a lot more sort of real energy and put into sort of coming up with the right ideas, a lot more clarity, right? And a lot more sort of forward momentum. It's really going to feel like you're able to finally attack some problems that perhaps up until now you just haven't known how to attack. You just, or what the, you know, the way you've been sort of addressing those issues haven't been working. But a lot of that's going to change with this Knight of Swords, right? And so this could even be just an attitude change or just an awareness that comes in, or like I say, this could actually be an individual that comes into your life or that is in your life that steps up and helps you really attack some of these issues, some of these obstacles that you have towards your ultimate goals, and they're really going to help you to sort of achieve them. And that's what the Knight of Swords does. Now, your goals, your dream, right? Your dream for this period is a 9 of Pentacles. And so you really, Aries, for a lot of you, this is going to be a period where you're really going to be dreaming and working towards financial abundance, financial stability, hoping for some rewards to come in after a long period of hard work. This is the 9. The 8 of Pentacles, of course, is the card for discipline and hard work. So this is going to be a great period for you, some of you, for those rewards beginning to come in. Some of you are certainly hoping for that, because this position is the position for your hopes and dreams and also your fears, depending on the card. Now here, of course, your hopes and dreams are that you are beginning to get the rewards and the abundance and the stability that you have worked for quite some time. And I think you will, because with this, with the World and the Wheel of Fortune turning for you, and also Queen of Wands, in a sense that when you've been working towards certain financial goals and certain financial objectives like this, like a financial abundance and stability coming in, certainly after a long period of work, there will have been times where things were very, very difficult. And of course, this is why we're happy to see the Queen of Wands show up, because at times when things are very difficult or where we feel like we're, you know, battling an uphill battle, right? The Queen of Wands is the one who gives us that strength to keep going. She's the one who gives us the understanding to realize that, okay, this is a lesson, this is a lesson, this is a test. I understand it. I can keep going. I'm not going to get torn down. I'm not going to be defeated. I'm going to just push on. This is the energy of the Queen of Wands, which is why we want her. We want this energy. We want her to show up for us. And when I say show up, I mean we want this portion of ourselves, right, to show up, especially at difficult times. Well, if your hopes and dreams have been to finally get this garden that you've wanted for yourself established, then there will always, of course, there were difficult times, right? But Queen of Wands is there to show up. You're going to get through those difficult times. And for some of you, yes, your abundance is going to absolutely increase. You're going to get the rewards from all of the hard work that you've put in. This is such a great reading, Aries. And you round off this period with Hermit energy. And the Hermit is really talking about being focused on your own spiritual path and your own understanding of yourself, right? Being focused on a path of self-realization, right? Going deeper within, being your own spiritual teacher. Some of you, sometimes the Hermit can indicate a teacher that comes into your life. But I feel like this is definitely going to be a period, right, that rounds off with you having a deeper understanding of yourself, right? A deeper understanding of who you are. This does not necessarily indicate that you're going to be on your own or alone, you know, or that you're not going to be involved with somebody. This is separate from that. I just think that this period for you, Aries, if you're resonating with this reading, is certainly going to be a period where once you come through it, you will have learned a great deal about yourself. And this is all part of the Hermit's path. Because the Hermit is something that, you know, the ideal of the Hermit is something that we can have throughout our lives, whether we are with people or not with people. It's a mentality of, you know, using life's experiences, using your experiences and the various stages of your life to learn more about yourself, to be introspective, to always have the highest focus, your higher focus be about you know, becoming more connected to your spiritual side, more connected to who you really are, more connected to the various lessons life has for you. And ultimately through all of it, right, to the ultimate goal, to be on a spiritual path that gets you closer and closer to that understanding. And I think this is going to be a very strong period for that. The Hierophant also comes in at the bottom of the deck. So for some of you, the Hierophant and the Hermit, nice that the Ace of Cups is there. The Hierophant and the Hermit really work in tandem. And again, I think a lot of you are going to really sort of have that commitment to your spiritual center or your moral center, right, is going to be even more increased, right? It's going to increase as you're going to double down on it, because a lot of this is going to be proof. You know, when you hold on to your spiritual beliefs, even despite the fact that things may not have been going on so well for you, right? But you hold on to your faith, right? You commit to your faith, and then things begin to work out for you, then all it ever does is make you even more committed to your faith, right? And that's, I think, what's going to be happening. You know, a lot of this, for some of you, Aries, one of the things that has kept you going through the most difficult times with this Seven of Swords until this period, which I think right now, I'm going to say in general, this is a period of prosperity for you, Aries, will be having kept your faith. You know, having maintained your faith in your spiritual beliefs that things will eventually work out. And as they obviously do work out, this redoubles, this increases your confidence, and your belief increases. And it is just another sort of leg on your spiritual journey. Now, let me pull out your clarifiers. I'm going to try to make this reading not any longer than 30 minutes. So I don't want these to be too long. This is a nice reading, Aries, for this 3-month period. Very strong. Very, very strong. I've already shuffled this deck off camera as well before I started filming, so we're really ready to cut your clarifier deck. All right, let's see. We have Nine of Pentacles reevaluated. So, of course, definitely rewards are coming in for you. The Sun is coming out for you. Beautiful. Eight of Wands. Okay. And the Two of Wands. Wow. Okay, so Eight of Wands and the Two of Wands. Bottom of this deck, we have Eight of Cups. So for some of you, yes, there will be a period of walking. Some of it, I'm going to say, will be as far as your love life. You may be walking away during this period from some relationships that no longer suit you, right? This bickering here is yeah, some of you are gonna have a decision to make about a love concern. I want to say, because Two of Wands is all about really moving forward, right? It's Two of Wands is about making that next step forward on your path. But it's interesting. It's like you move ahead from this Five of Wands and from this bickering. So I think for some of you, Two of Wands and Eight of Cups indicating moving away from relationships that no longer serve you. Coming into this with lovers connection, some of you, yes, are going to be making a decision to move forward in your life and move away from certain situations that have not been quite so happy or positive for you. You certainly, with Two of Wands, it's all about really attacking your goals. You know, Two of Wands is it's Mars and Aries energy. Right? And so it's like after that ace and that inspiration and planting the seed, now you're ready to move forward, you know? And certainly if you're having a lot of competitive energy here, some of you are going to be moving past that and forward from that. But with this Eight of Cups, that indicates a decision to not engage in shallow relationships that no longer serve you. Part of that moving forward is going to be to move away from certain relationships. Here you come in with Eight of Wands and Lovers. So for some of you, yes, you're coming into this period, like I said earlier, with a love connection that maybe has had a lot of energy, a lot of chaotic energy that needs to sort of even out, right? Eight of Wands is a lot of mixed messages, mixed emotions, right? It's a time when we need to put boundaries in place. Eight is the number for strength and boundaries. And so it can be that there is a little bit of a difficult period here. Just a little bit of chaos here, right? With regard to a particular love connection. And this is an energy that you're coming into this period with, right? So you're going to be, some of you are going to be dealing with that. Coming into the period, and of course during April, May, and June, you're going to be dealing with that, but you're coming out of the period with a Two of Wands. So through this 3-month stage, this is all going to sort of, for some of you, you're going to figure this all out, but you're going to come out of this stage with a desire to move forward, right? With a strong desire to move forward. Whatever works out here with this love connection, and if it's this love connection or other relationships that you're moving away from with this Eight of Cups, whatever the case may be, by June, you are absolutely determined to move forward, right? Now, the Nine of Pentacles and the Sun comes out to clarify. So absolutely, you are definitely going to be experiencing some gain in rewards. This is Nine of Pentacles. This is Nine of Pentacles. I want to say reclarified. So definitely this goal, this desire you have for having all of your hard work pay off is absolutely going to show up this period. Again, very strong with the Wheel of Fortune turning. You have Nine of Pentacles showing up twice. Some of you are going to have a huge abundance coming in, huge rewards. And the Sun also comes in for the Queen of Cups. So for some of you, there's going to be a lot of clarity. The Sun brings clarity and understanding. For some, certainly with Queen of Cups, where we're talking about your emotions and expressing your emotions and sharing your emotions, there's going to be a lot of clarity on that level for you in terms of, I want to say, the type of people you can express your emotions to, right? I think this is going to definitely be a period, Aries, that while you are gaining this great abundance coming in and these beautiful opportunities with the Wheel of Fortune coming in, as far as your personal relationships are concerned, you're going to get clarity during this period on the people that you should and want to keep in your life, where the relationships are healthy and happy and mutual, right? Where you can exchange your cup of love with this Queen of Cups here with someone in a very sort of reciprocal way. You're going to find out which relationships you want to keep in your life and which relationships you're going to be moving on from. All right. And I think you coming into this period, some of you will be coming into this period with a lot of chaotic emotions about a particular love connection. But all of this is going to very much be made clear, because by the time June rolls up. By the time you come out of June, you are absolutely moving ahead with your career choices. But again, like I said, the Hermit is there. And so now when I see these clarifiers coming out, for some of you, you're going to be making very strong choices. I want to say very serious decisions about who you take with you and who you don't take with you. And to some people, it's going to feel as though you've gone into hermit mode, when in actuality, you've simply decided to cut away some of the relationships that are no longer good for you, whether they be friendships or love connections, whatever the case may be. This is ultimately about, for an Aries who is about their own personal path going forward, right? Very, very strong. This is for an Aries who is extremely independent, I want to say. And the focus this period is really about your growth and your financial abundance, growing financially and growing your financial stability, and really moving towards your ultimate aim for your life. Two of Wands is a very, very strong indicator of how you're going to be coming out of this 3-month period. Definitely moving forward. And I'm going to say winning this battle, whatever this battle is here, I would say you're going to be the one winning it, because you're going to be moving forward on your own terms. All right, Aries, this is your 3-month outlook for April, May, and June. I do hope you enjoyed it. I hope it gave you some clarity on what's coming for you this 3-month period. Check out your other readings in the description below. Please like, subscribe, and share this video if you enjoyed it. If you want to get a private reading, you can follow that link at the top of your screen. But for right now, I'm just going to say have a beautiful second quarter of 2020, Aries, and I will see you in one of your videos on my channel. Bye-bye now.